Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'll be audible enough as we start. Today is our series on energy. Which of course, this deep dive session, we're going to be looking at all the actors in the energy sector. And the reason there is that it's more a complementary effort. The policy side, the operation side, and financial component of it all go together. So we are here at the Ministry of Mines and Energy. Ministry of Mines and Energy to ensure that the policy level, which of course is actually handled by the Minister of Mines, we look at what are the policy objectives set and how are we going to be implementing. And the next thing there is that the operators are in the sector, from LEC, the rural renewable, even the regulators, which is LERC, they still have to be on the table. So that we can look at it not only from the perspective of the national budget, we will be looking at it from the donor funding and also our whole vision for energy compact. So this is more a ballpark discussion today. We're going to be looking at it from budget execution, but at the same time we're going to be looking at how we look at our whole energy compact as a whole. So Honorable Minister of Finance, Minister of Mines and Energy, Managing Director LEC, RREA, and our Deputy Minister for Budgets are on the hard table. We're going to be giving opportunity to the technician to do the presentation, and the sequence is just on your paper that you look at it. We're going to be looking at the budget. We don't want to say that you shouldn't ask questions, but we all would like to give opportunity to the sector themselves to make presentation. If there's any comment from the government side or from the Ministry of Finance side, they will complement your presentation. Or if there's any disagreement, they will raise it. So because of time factor, we want you to please get ready. We're going to roll out straight into dealing with first LEC ceremony. And the official ceremony is that we're going to have a welcome remarks. Welcome remarks by the energy sector here, which is the Minister of Mines and Energy. And from there, we're going to have
these are special remarks. Yes. So it was assumed that we were going to be at the LEC. Yeah. So
you're welcome, so let's give you it. But thank you. Okay, Chief.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. Anyway, we are a sector ministry, right? Yeah. And I'm waiting for you too. So the special remarks is more important than the ordinary remarks. Okay, let me welcome everybody to this program. But before that, I will just quickly try to tell Mr. Minister, thank you so much. We've been collaborating with the Ministry of Finance. Now everybody enjoying the light, right? Nobody talking? Yeah. Okay, good. We are all enjoying the light, and this thing did not come just overnight. When we got to go, we had a singular focus, and our focus was to call the fire. The principle there is, if you see the house on fire, you want to off it before you think what caused the fire. So the load shedding in Liberia was around 2 hours, thereabout. So, Mr. Minister of Finance, Minister of Energy, and the Chairman of the LERC, I would like to welcome all of you to this particular occasion. and we can assure you that we will put the issues, the challenges, and what are the areas of interventions that the ministry needs to do to quickly address in order to unlock this particular sector. So again, welcome to our mother's house, which is the energy ministry. Hopefully, in the near future, we'll welcome you to the LEC by the time we get bigger rooms to welcome all of you. Thank you and welcome to the Ministry of Mines, and over to you.
Thank you. Now, my brother, he take control of his space. What I want to do here, I want to recognize the LERC who's there. Please come on the down table. Oh, okay, Loka. Okay. I want to make sure that this is all okay. So far, LPRA. Who represents LPRA? Okay. So now that we have all the stakeholders, we will now ask Minister Wilmot Kpehe for special remarks.
Good morning. All right. Honorable Minister of Finance and Development Planning, the Chair of LERC, the Electricity Regulatory Commission, Honorable Carter, and the RREA team represented here, Honorable Managing Director. I know you are acting Managing Director for, I want to get used to the Managing Director. Honorable Executive Director Sam B. Nambi of the RREA and the wonderful team from RREA. FPRA is not here. The Director General just informed me that she'd be bereaved, even though we would have loved to see a representation here. But she just told me. Of course, the Vice President for Finance of the National Oil Company of Liberia, NOCA, Emmanuel Hazango, and the NOCA team here. I saw some of the technicians from NOCA. Oh, Sam is here, the director, and I see all the exploration people here. Madam Deputy Minister for Budget, Honorable Deputy Minister for Economic Planning of the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, members of our distinguished leaders and representatives of the serving entities. Of course, one is absent. Our sector has serving entities. Our cluster has serving entities. We have the Ministry of Mines and Energy. We have the LERC, LEC, NOCA, LPRC, RREA, and LPRA. LPRC should have been here. I don't know whether they're here, LPRC, because you know the downstream and the upstream, all of them, we intended that all of us will be in this room to discuss over the years and over the last years, because of what we all inherited. We were working more or less in silos. Coordination was a little bit challenging, but it's good that now we have the opportunity, having seen clearly, now being able to see clearly, we can all come together. So I want to thank the Honorable Minister of Finance and Development Planning and his team, the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, for this deep dive exercise, the ongoing
If I'm not mistaken, this should be the sixth. And we were fortunate to have been considered by the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning for the first set of engagements. It's important. It's an opportunity for us to look at where we are. It's good to look at the past, but we're keen on understanding where we are to be able to move ahead. So this exercise is very good, and I want to join the Managing Director of the LEC to welcome you, to thank you and your team for coming. Everything we're doing in this country, we want to grow the economy, we want to develop the economy, we want to create jobs, we want to empower our people, we want to become a competitive nation. Everything that's happening, whether it's in education, whether it's in health, whether it's in the mining industry, every sector, without energy, I can assure you that no society can get energy. So energy is extremely indispensable. And that's why, as we have been prioritizing over the last year and going to a high, our policy focus was first understanding what the sector, the problems and the challenges that the sector was confronted with. We know we had issue with the regulatory instruments. We know we had issue with electricity law. We know we have issue with the energy policy, the national energy policy. We know that we have now been able to develop, and this is important because it's a priority under the energy compact. We are prioritizing the need to have an integrated national energy master plan. It's a key priority under the energy compact. It's a commitment that we have made as a country, and as ourselves and all the stakeholders can have that clear direction. And under the AAID, energy is extremely important. So this big dive will give us the opportunity to know what is happening and improve the level of coordination that we already have been working on. So it's important. We are revising, we have done our own internal review of the National Energy Policy of 2009. And all we are waiting right now is just that final approval from the Chief Executive so we can launch it. And we are looking through the guidance and leadership of the LERC. We have started to look at the electricity law of 2015, so we can discuss and resolve some of those issues and fill gaps where they are necessary. The three sources of our power right now, we know that we have the hydro, we have the thermal, and then of course we have imports from cross-border, from neighboring countries. The LEC Managing Director spoke about that briefly, and I know they will talk about it more. But we want to diversify our sources of energy and exploring. We should get to the point where we are exploring potential, or the potential is low yet. We should be able to resolve that and tell Liberians and the world that yes, we have been able to discover hydrocarbon here, and we can develop the sector so the society can grow. We need to do that. We're looking at solar. We all are aware of some of the projects that are ongoing, like the White Plain project in Harrisburg, where we are constructing currently. Construction where is ongoing for 20 megawatt. We know we have 5 substations that are fully energized across the country, and all of those substations need to become active. But you need power to evacuate through those substations so you can supply. Even though we are making, and the way I let to put it, Honorable Minister, we are making, I don't let to get too excited about progress. The progress we have made is modest. But we're talking about how to get to the level where LEC and all the players, all the entities can be a little bit more relaxed and less stressed to focus on the long-term goal that we want to achieve. What we are doing now are just interventions, at least in the interim period. And those interim interventions are necessary, but we want a more sustainable approach in the future. So we want to thank you. We are encouraging RPP, independent power producers, to come. And I'm sure LEC will talk about that. They are reviewing a lot of those proposals. We want to get to the point where, energy is one sector where when investment in it can repay itself. Investment in the energy sector can repay itself. So I want to just once again stop here and thank you. Let's have a frank conversation about this sector. And it's intended for us to know what we are going through. Honorable Minister, the various sectors here, I know you will get to know later, some of them are understaffed, institutional capacity is still very low, some of the regulators are still inadequate in terms of how to become more efficient and play their role effectively. So those are some of the things that I'm sure will come up. And as a sector, we believe that if we can get our priorities right and put our money where our mouth is, I'm sure we can reap a lot. A lot of the money we are looking from outside, we can get from these sectors, especially from energy. Mining companies need energy. BMMC pumping in Kpehe wants something like around 52 megawatts of power, which we can supply. But if we have the means to produce it, then we already have an off-taker right there. Beta needs about 100 megawatts, which we also cannot supply right now. But because of these, as a country and as a government, we are weak when we are negotiating concessions, because the companies then can come and say, well, you don't have this, you don't have that. So we compromise and we concede a lot of things that we should rather be benefiting from through taxes and all of that. So I will stop right here and once again say this is a welcome development and we look forward to frank conversation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. We want to give opportunity to a few minutes to the sector head, LERC, who is also a regulator.
Thank you very much. Let me just stay on the existing protocol by recognizing the high table and all of us that are here. Honorable Minister of Finance and Energy, I want to thank you for this gathering, for this forum. It is always good as the acronym that LEC is saying, without the energy sector being very vibrant, all other development activity in this country will come to a halt. So it's always good to meet as a sector to dialogue, so that we can know where we are heading to. All we need and discussion becomes fruitful. Then we can now channel a good path to make sure that our development go forward. We are the LERC, we are the regulators. So we'll wait and see for the energy people to come. When they come, then we do our job. Make sure that, they do their thing fairly. And they also treat our public fairly. So we are like trade model. We want the energy sector to strive, we also want our people not to pay much. So on that note, I will stop here and then bring this one. Thank you.
Just a minute to RREA and LEC too. Thank you.
Maybe next time it's a simple to recognize each and one on the part of local. Unfortunately, our regulator is not here, and I like the emphasis through my LERC as a regulator, noting that where there can be competitions and the regulator is monitoring the activities and what we do. At the level of the local, we are prepared. Local has had a bad history in the past, and it has been a very challenging moment for us. Being a local, to be able to get some of the things in place that will allow us getting what we want as a country. Not to waste your time. We are hopeful talking to other people in the sectors because our role and local is build business in upstream and downstream. Again, the law is so. You want to go in the downstream, somebody is passing and they say go upstream. When you go upstream, the vision of the current management team, you are proud seeing Total Energy is a French company. It's also a national company as well. You'll be proud when you see Senator God of other company that in a decent feature, there is four people. The rural man. So
maybe because we're taking a full view of we are poor. but that besides, Honorable Minister Kpehe, Minister Ngafuan, and the other platform guests, we just want to say how exciting it is to have an opportunity to participate in this deep dive. It gives an opportunity to understand what the members of the sectors are doing and probably what we need to do to create a record synergy in what we all do. To be able individually to build those relationships, especially between us, RREA, and the LEC. We more or less doing our planning and sometimes our execution, everything together, because we realize that we start from the same in terms of our plans for the next direction, where their focus is on the provision of great power access, and then we are on the upgrade. But at the end of the day, what we do is about creating the access. I'm hoping that this deep dive will create the opportunity for us to understand and to feedback, on the level of support we expect from the government and how our donor partners have been faring in work. So I just want to say thank you and look forward to fruitful discussion today.
Thank you very much, Director General. We will now go to the Minister of Finance, but after his presentation, I don't know, we're thinking that what? Yes, we want to see how best to do the adjustment, because the deep dive is that people face each other and we engage. So we're trying to see what will be the arrangement in the next conference room where we were the last time. We're still going to have a row front and back row. So now, because of time, I want to go to the Minister of Finance for his welcome remarks.
Well, thank you very much. This is, I think we have to adjust the arrangement. It's not good to be talking to people if you're looking at the wall and then people in your back. So I have to adjust accordingly. We're just to come to the substantive session. But now we are in the energy deep dive. And actually, in essence, we are at LEC, because this was to be aired at LEC, the epicenter of our energy ambitions. But LEC as the Ministry of Mines and Energy as the coordinating ministry, and they took refuge to their mother. Get a bigger space. So We are at LEC at my end. So, Mr. MD.
Yes, sir.
And that Mr. Minister and all the other top leaders of the energy sector, Honorable Nangwe, Okata, Honorable Azambo, representing Lokal. I think maybe as you can see, the regulatory authority folks will come. But why did we come? We've come to discuss honestly among ourselves and to take action. We didn't come for a talk shop. We take this very seriously. The Ministry of Finance, as I usually say, can be compared to the heart on the body that pumps blood to various parts of the body. If the heart does not pump the blood to the legs or to the arms, you know what happens to those parts of the body. You know, some people got a stroke. We do not want to give sector ministries great implementers stroke. So if you want to know why we came here, you cannot have ITMD, Mohammed Sharif, and energetic Honorable Namwe, the RREA, energetic Carter and his board, commissioners and the team, the folks at Local, LPRA, they're all sprinting, and then we paralyze them because of our action or our inaction. There's two ways. Because of what we do or what we fail to do, we will paralyze them. And if we did that, it is not a question of being so much to Mr. Sharif, because LEC starts with the word Liberia Electricity Corporation. You know, all the other entities are Liberian entities. We do it to Liberians and we do it. But but we come down in humility so that how you feel, how you do better. And we'll also tell you from our vantage point, from what we see, we'll tell you our issues with you. And you tell us your issues with us. And we'll also discuss the partner relationship. Because no matter what we do for ourselves, there is a group of stakeholders that are not in this room that affect how fast we move. The partner community. We also want to talk private sector, what we can do. The basic thing here is that you all know that we have a Liberian Energy Compact that was developed thanks to the coordination of Mr. Kpehe and the entire team, and that we escorted the president, the entire team here. Sharif was practically in transition. We're in Tanzania, presenting Liberia's Energy Compact that has great ambitions to take energy access from the current, I think, 33% to not less than 75% in 5 years. Yes, it's good that Sharif has come to join the team. He's hit the ground running. In a way, let me thank the interim team that head the fort, headed by our brother Thomas Bokawon, who is here to tell you how strong the team is. The foundation, Bokawon, and the team, they made it easy for Sharif to just start sprinting. And that he's in the team as the technical man tells you the solidity of the team. With him alone, see how far we're moving. And then Sharif has come with all the geopolitical experience and the management fabrics. We have a good team, and we have a energized and motivated workforce, but we are not where we want to be. I know in so short of time, the Liberian people have been impressed with what LEC is doing, but we need to sustain progress. We need to sustain progress, not only with LEC, but all other actors in the energy equation. All others, because there are various targets in the energy compact we need to meet. So we want to talk honestly. Tell us, advise what we need to do better. We are the ones that lead the fort, that lead the team with the partners. It's good that Sharif was with us in Washington, D.C. and we started to engage the partners who were breaking some good grounds. We intend to break more grounds. The first thing I would say is that we didn't come here with what do I call a huge envelope of resources to spread in the energy sector so that all your problems in terms of resources will be solved today. I love the ambition. The public works minister is giving the chance, he wants to take his entire budget to do the road. The agriculture minister comes, for him, he always says that the arrest agenda starts with A. Because of that, he wants 700 million, almost, of the 880 million budget. But I like the ambition. I like the ambition because everyone wants to do more. And Sharif has come. Sharif has come, and just to prove the significance of this sector, I think he has conspired with the Minister of Energy to cut off the line. So we keep to talk, and let's talk as family, and from here we tend to do better. So that's the essence of this engagement. Let me say thanks to you all. We'll rearrange so that we talk honestly. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. With that said, what we're going to be doing now is to go to the next building, the main conference room, where you will be well seated. We're going to be doing face to face to engage each other.